Welcome to JNN. Today is Friday, November 4th. I'm Nolan Trout.
And I'm Bea Lopez. Today on JNN, we take a look at a unique sports league around town.
We feature a student who has successfully organized a charity event for Ukraine.
And we look into the origins of the Jaguar, our official school mascot.
All this and more on today's JNN. We are surrounded by sports in Modesto. High school and professional sports capture most of our attention, but there are other forms of youth sports that we sometimes miss. JNN reporters Hudson Harmon and Michael Pope bring us the story of an alternative sports league. Let's take a look.
You know that one baseball field that's easily visible from Pellendale? The one that seems smaller than normal baseball fields. Most of the time it stands empty. Well, that all changes in September, when the Miracle League baseball season opens.
This is second season, so very excited. He just got old enough, just got in range last season. So we were looking for about a year, but finally old enough to join. He believes he can play with the 15 and 16-year-olds and swing, so it's good to see him out there and run and chase and run the bases and everything else. We're very excited for it.
I love what I learned from the families and from the kids that participate in Miracle League. I always thought we were building this for somebody else, and when I leave that game on a Saturday, I'm so enriched in my heart, and they've taught me so many lessons. I realize we built this for ourselves. We're so enriched by the lives of the folks that participate in Miracle League.
Super excited, really excited to be out here with all the kids and teach them baseball and help them and just have a wonderful time. Thought it would be, a right time to start trying and start getting out more community service and helping my community in any way I could.
So Miracle League was an idea that was born in 2008 by a fellow named Terry Batcher, who had a son, Dalton Batcher, who had cerebral palsy. And Terry was down in Visalia, and Dalton participated in the Visalia Miracle League. And when Terry moved here to Modesto, he dreamed of starting the Miracle League of Stanislaus County. He met a bunch of us, and we decided we wanted to do that with him. And so about 8 of us started the Miracle League of Stanislaus County in 2008. We officially got underway in 2016 after taking 8 full years to raise the money to build our beautiful facility. So play started in 2016.
It was a tough conversation for him to be like, you're not ready for that one? Like, we got a league, we got a sport, you're gonna join, you're gonna play. So I think it's good for him to get an opportunity. He loves being part of the team. So to have him go out there and be a part is great for him.
We couldn't do it without the community, and we also need buddies. These are the people that actually help our players play ball. And so if you're a young student that wants to be involved in your community, wants to help another person, come on out. You don't need to know anything about baseball. We just love having you be a part of our community and our Miracle League.
Reporting for JNN, this has been Hudson Harmon and Michael Pope.
Interact Club's annual canned food drive began Monday, October 31st and will end on Thursday, November 10th. The first period class who brings in the most donations will be awarded a donut party. Check with your first period teacher to see if your class is participating. All collected non-perishables will be sent to the Salida Food Bank for distribution to those in need within our community. Public service projects take all shapes and sizes. One being Grigori's Run for Ukraine. Reporters Christina Maciel and Christian Nunez tell us more.
The war in Ukraine has dragged on for more than 8 grueling months. But even though the battlefield is over 6,000 miles away, that hasn't stopped some hometown heroes, such as Ehab Rogers, from joining the fight.
I am very anti-war, and when I kind of saw what was happening in Ukraine, all of the conflict, and I was watching some of the videos about it, I was completely appalled. It seemed like such a offense to just randomly do this for no reason. So I looked in Modesto to see if there were any events that I could go and help with, or any events that I could go and participate in. There was nothing happening in Modesto. So I decided that Modesto should do something to help them. Together, we can come together as a community and just show that we support them. This event, we started organizing it about 5 months ago in June. It just kind of like was started when me and my friend Luke, we were in his bedroom and we were like, we should do a community service project. And I kind of pitched the idea to help Ukrainian refugees. And since he's a competitive runner for Bayer, he proposed a 5K. Then when I was working on the website, I brought in Darren, who is one of my also friends from middle school. Although I have to admit, he committed a lot of time into the website. Majority of it was him. All the charity proceeds go to UNICEF to help Ukrainian families and children.
Once the day of the fundraiser arrived, the I Heart Ukraine crew was greeted with a large turnout of runners who wanted to join in the cause.
I personally enjoy running, so it was definitely fun for me. Turnout was pretty cool. I think it was cool to see how many people came to support a good cause.
Since I do cross country, you know, that's what our normal races are like, so it was definitely good to get a little bit of a race in. Good to help Ukraine since, you know, that's an awful situation over there.
A part of like what really drove me to do is that every day I knew that I was doing something that I was passionate about.
Reporting for JNN, this has been Christian Nunez and Chrisana Maciel.
Grigori Dance is taking part in the Modesto City Schools annual collaboration dance concert next week on November 10th, 11th, and 12th at Modesto High School. The show starts at 7 p.m. Admission is $10 cash and $11 credit card or Apple Pay. Doors open at 6:30. Hope to see you there, Jags. Can you imagine if we were the Grigori Gophers? What about the Grigori Greyhounds? How did we even become the Grigori Jaguars? Isaiah Amaguanya investigates the origins of our mascot.
Every high school in America has a mascot. Modesto City Schools include the Panthers, the Knights, the Spartans, the Patriots, the Vikings, and the Eagles. When Grigori was preparing to open in 2010, we were in search of a mascot that best represented who we could be as a high school.
We met with Mrs. Grigori, the widow of Joe Grigori. That was the first time I met her, and she came up to me and grabbed me by the arm and wanted to tell me that she had this great idea for our new school. And she came up and she said, "Jeff, I think we should be the Jaguars." And I thought, you know, Jaguars, yeah, that's pretty cool. But then she said, wait a second, listen, the Jags, you'll be called the Jags for short, right? Joseph Antone Grigori, J-A-G. You know, it's his initials. So all the other stuff was off the table at that point. No more golden bears, no more geese or gophers or greyhounds. We were the Jags thanks to Mrs. Grigori.
One of the unique things about our mascot is that everybody pronounces it a little bit different. How do you say Jaguar?
Jaguar?
Jaguar.
Jaguar?
Jaguar.
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 Joe the Jaguar was born over at Salida Middle School during an 8th grade orientation. In the first few years, we'd do tryouts. We didn't want just somebody to be low-key. We wanted something to engage the crowd, engage the students. What I remember is things like back-to-school night. We'd have him dressed up and walking around campus. And a lot of the younger brothers or sisters, you know, like they would at Disneyland, when you see the characters, they'd come up and want to hug Joe, and, you know, Joe would pat him on the head. And that was kind of all part of it, to make him feel like, you know, Joe the Jaguar is our mascot, and, you know, we're going to be, you know, interacting with him a lot. The biggest part of it, it has that hidden meaning of Joseph A. Grigori. We're all Jags because of Joe.
Reporting for JNN, this has been Isaiah Mogwanya.
FFA is hosting a sock drive from November 1st to November 16th, giving FFA students the chance to earn 1 FFA credit for every 6 new pairs of socks donated. Collected donations will be given to the Modesto Gospel Mission.
Seniors, Disneyland permission slips are due by November 23rd and can be found in the SBO, as well as fundraising permission slips. There are 2 ways to pay for your overall trip. You can pay the whole $400 by February 22nd or pay in 3 installments. The first installment is $140 by November 23rd, $140 by January 11th, and $120 by February 22nd.
Another announcement for seniors. This weekend is your last chance to take your senior portrait. Book your appointment online now at shubphoto.com.
Letters to Santa start this week and December 2nd. All collected letters will be turned into money donations through the Macy's Make-A-Wish Believe campaign. The second period class with the most letters will receive a donut party on December 6th.
Turning Point USA Grigori is holding a family movie night Wednesday, November 16th in the Grigori NPR. Doors open at 6 p.m. and the movie begins at 6:30 p.m. Tickets are $5 at the door. The movie being shown is Top Gun Maverick. And now let's go to Chrisana Maciel with the closing of the Fall Sports Box.
What's up, Jags? I'm Chrisana Maciel, and welcome to the final edition of the Fall Sports Box. With fall sports coming to a close and winter sports beginning, some of our teams have advanced into playoffs. Let's take a look. First up, varsity football. The team concluded their regular season last Friday. They traveled to Turlock on October 28th and lost 37-17 against the Bulldogs. This placed the Jags third in league. The boys have gone 4-6 in the season. Tomorrow, the team travels to Sacramento to play Jesuit High in the first round of playoffs at 2 p.m. Good luck, boys. Next up, girls golf. Top players junior Mimi Wang and freshman Angeli Bahadur traveled to Turlock on October 25th to compete in the CAF South Divisionals. Wang shot a 75 and Bahadur shot an 88, qualifying both girls for the CAF NorCal Masters. Unfortunately, the girls' season ended there on October 31st. Wang shot a 79 and Bahadur shot a 93. The team finished their season third in league. Congratulations, ladies. Swinging into girls tennis, the team lost in the first round of playoffs, but 5 of our girls went on to play in individual sections yesterday. Sophomore Jasmine Castro won the CCAL Singles Championship, and sisters junior Kate Parks and freshman Leah Parks won the doubles CCAL Championship. Congratulations to senior Georgia Thoukis and senior Taylor Mitchell for being runner-ups for the CCAL Doubles Championship. Castro, the Park sisters, Thoukis, and Mitchell all advanced to the CIF individual playoffs at Johnson Ranch on Thursday. The scores of their matches have yet to be reported at the time of this recording. The team placed first in their league season. Awesome job, ladies. Next up, varsity girls volleyball. Ladies concluded their season on October 17th with a 3-0 loss against Turlock. The Jags placed 5th in league. This was Alyssa Bartlett's first year coaching our Jags volleyball team. Bea Lopez and Destiny Zavala bring us her story.
The beginning of the school year brought many changes to Grigori's staff. Among those changes is a young addition to the fall coaching staff.
Coach Alyssa attended St. Martin's University right out of high school on a scholarship. Halfway through, she transferred to William Jessup, where she was able to continue her volleyball career.
My college experience was really good overall, but I knew right away that I wanted to be a coach, so I started picking up on things that coaches did. So I watched coaches, I looked at how they treated others, and I also have my dad as a coach, so I was able to ask him a lot of questions to make my move from being coached to coaching a very easy one. As a player, I feel like it taught me more life skills than school ever did. I just think it teaches you time management skills and team working skills, how to get along with a group of people. And I'm noticing it now as a coach, how to implement those kinds of rules and expectations for the group of girls that I'm coaching so that they can get the same things out of it that I got. I didn't have the best coaches growing up, so I always wanted to be the coach that I never got to have.
I feel like just in the short amount of time, I know her pretty well as a person. I feel like she's good at keeping the relationship professional but also personal as a coach, and being able to balance both and give us her opinion on what we need to improve on, but also not take it to the point where we're like, like a type of coach perspective.
I love coaching for Grigori. It's a great experience, and it's exciting to be able to come back to the place that I played. I got really lucky, actually. I had talked to Coach Davis and told him that when I graduated college, I wanted a job here. And it just so happened that the previous coach left right when I graduated college, and I got to come right in.
It's honestly really nice. She reached out to me, and when we got together to kind of go over what we wanted as a team, like what our expectations were going to be and what we were kind of looking for, it was like no time had passed, and it's like we just graduated and we're hanging out again.
Not only was she a part of the volleyball team, she was also the face of JNN sports reporting in 2017.
I love JNN. It was really fun being in the sports box because I was an athlete myself. So it was really interesting getting to interview other athletes and hear their experiences in relation to mine. But I loved it overall.
Reporting for JNN, this has been Bea Lopez
and Destiny Zavala.
Running into cross country, the team ran their third cluster meet on October 26th at Tuolumne River Park. Grigori placed 6th in the men's 3-mile varsity race. Sophomore Ismael Dominguez placed first with a time of 16:48:20. Senior Chloe Cook placed 4th for the women's varsity 3-mile run at 21:13:50. And senior Lexi Gomez placed 5th with a time of 21:13:51. Jags placed 6th overall with a score of 119 in the meet. Congratulations to Ismael Dominguez for having an undefeated season. The CIF subsections meet will be tomorrow at Angels Camp. Good luck, Jags. Finally, varsity water polo. Our boys ended their season on October 24th with a 16-3 loss against Turlock. Top players of the night were junior Gavin Guevara and junior Jared Warder, both scoring 1 goal. The boys placed 4th in league with 4 wins and 6 losses. Now let's move on to girls. The Lady Jags lost to Turlock on October 24th, 16-4. On Monday, Lady Jags competed in the 2022 CAF Sac Joaquin playoffs, losing 6-7 to McClatchy. Senior Molly Kendrick was the top player of the night, scoring 3 out of the 6 goals. That ended their season with 7 wins and 4 losses, standing 2nd in league. Awesome job, Jags! And that concludes our Fall Sports Box. I'm Chrisana Maciel, signing off.
Thanks, Chrisana. Well, that's it for today's JNN. I'm Bea Lopez.
And I'm Nolan Trout. Thanks for watching, and be sure to follow us on social media.